as promised, we do have a bit of a shorter video today. It's just me a page of practice problems that I'm gonna sort of get started for you, and hopefully following my tips, you can just sort of work through the rest of it. So let's get started. The same basic kind of thing we talked about the previous days. Aiden has $11 and begins saving $5 each week from his allowance toward buying new Switch games to help him cope with the quarantine. So he has $11 and he saves $5 each week. At the same time that Aiden begins saving, Sydney has $60 but doesn't earn money. She instead is spending $2 per week on art supplies to help her stay creative during quarantine. Is there a week when they will have the same amount of money, and how much do they have at that time? So my strategy here is I can write an equation. And then I can make a table to figure out, all right, well, at what point will they have the same amount of money? So I'll do weeks. So for 1 week, 2 weeks, I'll do a 0 column too. I don't know how far I'll have to go. And then up top, I will have Aiden in purple. I'll have Sydney down below in pink. So for equations, I can make a y equals equation for Aiden, knowing how much he makes per week and how much he starts with. And Sydney, notice she starts with some amount of money, but then she's losing some money each week. All right, so think about what goes in these blanks. We have the start, and we have the earnings. Then we have her start, and how much she's paying. And keep in mind when you make your table, Aiden starts out with $11, and Sydney starts out with $60. And you want to figure out if she's spending $2 per week, and he's making $5. Will there be a time when they have the same amount of money? You may have to continue the table, and you might not. Who knows? All right, there's problem 1. Problem 2, if you look online or you printed out your own, you might have noticed these lines are different colors. So this line up here is actually the y equals -2/3 x plus 3. And that's because the slope is -2/3, down 2, right 3. Remember? And the y-intercept was 3. And this line here was 2x minus 5 because it went up 2 and over 1. Remember drawing those slope triangles way back for all of 2019? So you want to figure out where will those two lines intersect. So extend the lines. And then an ordered pair, x, comma, y. So you need a blank, comma, blank, and that's your answer. All right. These two lines, y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals 2x plus 3, are graphed to the right. What kind of lines are they? Well, they are some fancy word that begins with P. Lines. And the next part is, how can you tell by looking at the equation that these lines are the P word? Something about them is, well, points to them being that P word. It has to do with the graphs looking like this. What is their intersection point? So I'll tell you this one. They don't intersect. So here we have a case where there is no solution. Remember, no solution? There's no value that works. These are parallel lines. They have no solution. Just gave away an answer, my bad. So, there we go. This is very similar to the quarters and dimes problem, same type of process. And then we have combinations of quarters and dimes add up to $2, and here we have combinations of cows and chickens. And it's a little bit more of an unusual application. It's like they're really grasping at straws here, but really it's not a bad problem to get started. So a farm is chickens and cows. All the cows have 4 legs and all the chickens have 2 legs. Altogether there are 82 cow and chicken legs on the farm. So the table shows combinations that get you to 82 total legs. So the table, we're concerned about how many legs these cows and chickens have. It's like the value of the coins. How much were these coins worth? And then the graph shows possible combinations that add up to 30 animals. That's the second piece of the puzzle. So you have to figure out, all right, well, chickens, there's 35 chickens. How many legs is that? It's 70 legs. There's 82 legs. That gives us 12 legs. All right, 4 legs per animal gives us 3 cows. So, the same process for each of these. We'll figure out, all right, so we got, if you have 7 chickens, how many legs is that? Subtract that from 82, divide that by 4, okay. So for cows, I have 10 cows. So if I do that by 4, that gets me 40 legs. So now 82 minus 40 is 42 legs. Divided by 2 gets me 21 chickens. I was going to go ahead and plot these points on my graph. That's x and y, so I'm going to plot that as 35, 3. And this one will be 21, 10. So 31, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, each of these boxes 1. That's an awesome graph. It doesn't always work like that. Okay, 21, 10. 21. Oh gosh, we're getting close. That's good. Okay. Well, that's pretty close, right? Because that's 31 animals and 82 legs. So that's very close to the solution. So you're going to finish the table. You're going to write an equation. Ooh, writing an equation. We'll do that together, actually. So write an equation to model the number of chickens, x, and the number of cows, y. There could be if there'd be a total of 82 legs. So let's think about, we got chickens and cows adds up to 82 legs. But really, how many legs are there per chicken? And how many legs are there per cow? Well, there's 2 legs per chicken and 4 legs per cow. So 2x and 4y is 82. And then write an equation to model the number of chickens, x, and the number of cows, y, there could be for there to be 30 total animals. Well, the number of chickens and the number of cows adds up to 30. That's just my equation there. So this one is going to be, if the farm has 30 chickens and cows, and there's 82 chickens and cows altogether, how many chickens and how many cows could the farm have? Where do the lines on graph intersect? What value on table is also on black graph? All right, there should be a point where these purple lines intersect with those black dots there, and that will help you sort of figure that out. So give that a try. All right, you still have yesterday's assignment to finish up. You can work on that. Try to finish the rest of this on your own. I'm really trying to walk you through this at a reasonable rate because this unit can get really confusing if we don't have a good foundation. And this just gets you a good idea of what we're doing. So nice short video today. Work on the practice problems and fill out my form. Thanks.